most common instrument you'll find will be a vocal. So let's approach a lead vocal and see how we'll do it. Firstly, this screen's lit up, we'll find our vocal in these fader banks, which is here, and we'll hit this, which selects it, lights it up green, and brings it up on this screen, lit up in brown. So now, making sure this is muted, this button is red, we'll approach our channel strip, again from top to bottom. So starting with the preamp, we don't need phantom power, so here it's turned on, we'll just turn that off, it's no longer lit up red. Now approach the gain. These controls on the side, we'll find gain, push it, it will light up, meaning that this encoder now controls our gain. So we'll turn up the gain until we've got a nice healthy signal but not too much. So here we've gone too far, rolled back a bit, and we're peaking around -15. So now we can unmute, that'll no longer be red, and we can turn it up to hear what it sounds like. Now we've got our gain set, we can move on to EQ. Click on EQ, you'll notice nothing is lit up blue on here. In this case, we'll go here, EQ on, we'll press this button, it will light up with a red ring, and the graph will now show a blue bottom half. So, moving down the channel strip, low pass filter. In this case, we don't need it on a vocal, so we can move straight on high pass filter. This will be good to remove some of the undesirable lower frequencies. So, once again, we'll come here, we'll turn the filter on. This will show up here, and then we'll slowly put it in, listening. So now, it's got a bit nasally, we've gone too far, we'll come back a little bit. So we've come back here, it's showing around 160 Hertz, which is good. So now we can do more specific frequencies. Starting around here, around 250 to 400 Hertz can generally be a bit muddy, so it can need to be removed. In this case, we're at 309 Hertz. It's also showing here around 309. Also, around 1K can sometimes be a bit nasally, so we'll remove some of that as well. Shown here as 1K, and here around the 1K line on this graph. Now we've got our EQ set, we can move on down the channel strip to compression, selecting this, and pressing our compressor. So, these encoders apply to the control above them. In this case, threshold, this one attack, this one release, and this one ratio. For a vocal, we don't want a very harsh compression. We want it quite soft and unnoticeable. So we'll roll back the attack, roll it back to around 9, 8, roll back the release to around 800, and we'll bring the ratio right down. The lower the number, the softer, to between 2 and 3, so around 2.6 on this one. And finally, we'll bring the threshold down to just below where it's peaking. It's peaking around 15, so we'll bring it down. We'll come down to around 20, and you notice on here, at times there'll be a little movement in this graph, and that's good. We want a little bit, but not too much. So now we set our compressor, move down to gate, which in the case of a vocal, we would generally not need, so we can ignore.